Hey everyone, today I want to share with you the 10 best questions to ask during a life coaching session. So I've been coaching for over 5 years now, since 2016, and I use these questions all the time in my coaching sessions with my private clients. Now, by no means you have to use all these questions. Feel free to come up with your own and use your intuition. But I know that when you're new, you're trying to figure out, what do I talk about? What do I ask in a coaching session? So I hope that these will help guide you, and I'll explain why I ask the questions that I do. So let's go ahead and dive in and get started. So the first question that I'll always ask my private client is, what's a win that you want to celebrate together? And this is really important to do at the beginning of the session because it starts the session off on a positive note. And it's so easy to be looking at all the things that are going wrong in our life or all the things we're not doing well. And this helps to have a mindset shift of, let's look at what's actually going well in your life and celebrate that together. And then I feel like that high energetic vibration will follow into the rest of the coaching session. The next question I'll usually ask my clients, and this is someone that I've been working with for multiple sessions. I wouldn't ask this on the first coaching session. What went well and what didn't go so well from your commitments last week? So at the end of every coaching session, I have my clients create some goals that they want to work on. And so I want to check back in and see, like I said, what got in the way, what didn't go well, and what did go well, so we can reevaluate and see if we need to create some new goals or modify the current goals that they have, and not just ignore them and assume that they got them done, because a lot of times people aren't able to follow through because things get in the way. And so that's our job as coaches, is to help people to be successful with achieving their goals. The next question that I ask is, what would you like to focus on for today? It's really important to have a coaching request or a focus for the session, so that way you know what your client wants to accomplish. The next question that I would ask my client is, what would success look like for you by the end of the session? So this is a good way to be able to measure results and to get more clear on what it is that the client truly wants to walk away with from the coaching session. And then after that, I would ask them, why is this important for you? Or what makes this meaningful for you? Right? Everything begins with why. And I really want to understand why the client desires to work towards this. If we don't know this, if the client doesn't know this, it's going to be really hard for the client to stay motivated and want to achieve their goals. So it's always really important for both of you to understand why this is important for the client to talk about during the session. And then the majority of the coaching session after this is where it's just a lot of freestyling. I wish that I could give you a set questions to ask, but I can't, because it's just based off what's coming up for the client. So you're going to really have to practice using your active listening skills here and asking questions based on what you're hearing the client say. I will tell you though, that one question that I use in almost all of my sessions is, what is your definition of? So for example, if the client says, I want to be more confident, then I'd say, well, what's your definition of confidence or being more confident? So that way, I can truly understand what it is that they're trying to achieve, because being more confident can look and feel different for each person. So, and usually right after I get the coaching request, like I said, I'll ask them, what is your current definition of, based off whatever's coming up. So feel free to use that one. It's a really powerful question. So I spend about 30 minutes on the coaching request, helping them to have mindset shifts and breakthroughs. And then with about 10 minutes left of the coaching session, I ask them, what is it that you want to commit to doing or being after the session today? And this is where we put together their action plan so that they have things to work on each week that will move them forward in successfully accomplishing their goals. And then the next question I ask is helping them to co-create accountability. So I'll say, how will we know that you'll follow through with this task or this goal, right? So it's never me telling the client to do something or assigning them to do something. That's not what coaching is about. It's about letting them lead and create their own agenda. So I'm letting them create their own goals, and then I'm letting them create their own accountability as well. Some different examples of accountability is they could like send me an email after they've completed something, or send a selfie of them working out, or tag me in a social media post that they did, or just something that shows that they successfully completed the goal that they want to work on for that week. And then the second to last question I will usually ask is, what's one new thing you learned about yourself from today's session? This is a way to further implement the client being able to step in their new empowered self and way of being and thinking differently and having those growth and learning moments. So the last question that I will usually ask my clients is, what can I acknowledge you for today? And this is a really beautiful way to end the coaching session on a positive note and let them start to build up their confidence in themselves and recognizing the things that they're doing well. Okay, so that's it. Those are the 10 questions that I recommend that you ask in your coaching sessions to help your clients have major shifts and breakthroughs in creating new habits and ways of thinking. And if you would like additional help with getting your life coaching business started from scratch, I highly recommend checking out my newest course, Build Your Life Coaching Business in 7 Days. This is going to give you all the tools and resources and videos and worksheets to help you get your life coaching business off the ground. And these are things that I've learned from years and years and years of building my own coaching business, and that I use with all my own private clients as well. So I know you're going to absolutely love and enjoy the course. It's going to help you to find your niche and find your first paying client, get your signature coaching program started, and everything else you need to run a successful life coaching business. All right, thanks so much for watching my videos. Make sure to subscribe so that way you can get notified of when I release new videos every week. And you're amazing, and have a beautiful rest of your day, Coach. All right, bye.